No, no. Hello, my beautiful hammerheads, and welcome to Beard Within, Beard Without, an Iron Within animation review. Uh, I'm sorry, I had to do it. And this is so amazing. We wanted to do this last week? Was it last
Yeah,
week?
yeah.
But life was hard with both of us, and sadly, we had to do it now. And I'm so happy that I have finally seen it. Oh my god! uh, I I'm so happy with it right now. But yeah, please tell us your thoughts about it first. Then we will go into a small breakdown and then a little bit of after that. But this is going to be full spoilers.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, it is advertised as 28 minutes, but as usual, intro and outro are not included in this. So it's a about 26 minutes episode. It's been out for
The article is from March.
okay, 4 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you had time. I never was spoiled, and I wonder how. The only spoiler I got was weakness is a choice. This one quote was quoted to me, and I told my friend, so I don't know what you mean. So you haven't seen the episode? So no, I haven't. I'm sorry. But today was the day. So yes, your thoughts. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Don't worry. My thoughts. Well, it's a pretty good animation. It has some of the I say earlier Warhammer Plus animations with sometimes it's a bit stocky. The characters don't move as fluid, except for the best scenes. The best scenes are really fluid.
Hmm.
The animation has 3 of my favorite characters. It has Astra Militarum, Drukhari, and Iron Warriors.
Yes.
Yeah. And the soundtrack is awesome.
Okay, shall we talk about the studios first before we go into the breakdown?
Yes, sure. Talk about the studios
Um,
you got there a bit deeper
okay,
dive than I did.
first, the animation studio is Codex Animations or Codex Pictures. I uh, mix those two up because one of them was fractured from the others. I know now why people were worried, as it was known that they are the animators of this episode because they were the ones responsible for the Ultramarines movie. And I did not know this. I learned this after I've seen the episode because they credited the animators. They have to do it. And I went into research mode, saw this, and it immediately went, oh no! But they did a stellar job with this one. And we will talk about those scenes later. The music is Legio Symphonica. Again, amazing. Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel because the music is amazing. Legio Symphonica also made the soundtrack for The Exodite. And now the best part. What did you think about the sound effects?
Okay, the sound. I just have to say one thing about the music. You
Okay.
can listen to the entire music on Warhammer Plus
Yes.
in the section, and there is the theme when the Iron Warrior comes, and the soundtrack has just one quote from the war leader, the war leader from the Iron Warriors, and it's just secure the throne room, and this over and over again sampled into the music. So you have this awesome gothic, and in between, then in a really deep and lower voice, secure the throne room.
Nice.
It's awesome. It's maybe one of my favorite tracks. Yeah,
I love that Legio Symphonica is working with Games Workshop on some of the animation soundtracks. Pariah Nexus probably has Legio Symphonica as the composer. Yes.
let's hope. Let's hope.
But yeah, sound effects and
The sound effects.
voice acting and everything.
Okay, the voice acting is superb. I love it.
Yes, okay.
It's perfect. Every
Yes.
single character has just a perfect fitting voice.
Yes, and the sound effects.
The sound effects are awesome. The only thing I have a reservation for is laser weapons.
Okay.
Because they get mostly described in the novels like it's like branches that you break. And they sound like this typical fizzing sound.
Yes.
In the animation, it is the only,
Okay, because I already forgot the name of the studio. I'm sorry. You will see it right here, right now. This is the studio that made the sound effects and everything else sound, except the music, of course, right now. They made the God of War games, The Boys for Amazon, the Spider-Man game, Last of Us, and I already forgot what else they did. I already recorded a video where I scroll down the list, and those are immensely high-profile video games, TV series, movies. It is amazing. So, yes, with those boxes checked, we can go into the full spoiler talk. But yes, as I've said, the sounds, the Mandrake, and everything, the Dread Claws, and okay, I'm still hyped. Usually I'm eating and drinking my coffee while watching the animations, and I could not eat. This was the Black Talent series all over again, where I just put down everything and I'm glued to the screen. This had the same effect on me. But yeah, how does the animation start?
Well, it's quite special because you can watch the start on the article of Iron Within from March when it came out. You can watch the first minute, and it's basically amazing. You see located on a bridge a gun line of Astra Militarum. Only one of them, I don't know if she's a lieutenant or a sergeant.
I thought she was a sergeant.
Yeah, a sergeant, but
come on, sergeant, you can do it.
It's one of the thing I have to say from the start. None of the characters, none of the units, none of anything except one Iron Warrior unit has a name. None of them has a name. The only one who
4, 5, and so I remember.
Yeah, the only one who has a name is the First Brothers from the Iron Warriors. Everything else has no name.
Oh yeah. I thought they were just so, okay, you are the first, you are the veterans of my company.
Yeah, and they are just called the First Brothers, and everything else has not a name. None of the main characters has a name. We have the Commander, we have the Astropath, we have the Archon, but even the Archon doesn't get a name. None has a name. It's my favorite.
Nice.
Just not even the planet or the town has a name. We don't know anything where they are. They are somewhere, and this is the magnificence. It's somewhere in the galaxy in Warhammer 40k. You cannot know if it's it's canon or something, because nothing has a name. You cannot classify it, and that's amazing.
Yes.
So yeah, we start.
For that, we will talk about later.
Yeah. So we start on a bridge, defense line against Reavers, and a few Reavers attack. They get cut down.
The camera is amazing.
One of them slides over, cuts from one guardman the head off. he turns around, the sergeant, she fires a shot, kills him, and then just we have to pull back. We have to get to the castle. We have to secure the civilians, and they are just on full retreat. And you see the powerful force of the Drukhari, how they rampage through the town, killing civilians, jumping around. I love the animation in this so much.
Oh yes.
Especially the Chimera when it's retreat and you see the chain links, the chain links on the tracks rolling around, and gosh, I love this movie so much.
Yeah, it's amazing the quality of the picture in itself looks really, really good. It's not on the Unreal 5 realism style because it's still stylized, but there were some points in this episode where I thought, wow, this looks incredible. This looks amazing. And the interior of the Chimera, and when everyone gets in, and oh, beautiful. But yeah, then we have the throne room with the sergeant,
governor,
lieutenant lady. I don't know, she has a power sword. And she never uses it. She just has it. It's
you want to hear something better? The commander from this episode is an action figure that was on Kickstarter, sponsored by Games Workshop.
Yes.
Yeah, which is kind of ironic. If we will talk later about the ending, but it's kind of ironic that they picked him.
Isn't he a Joy Toy as well?
No. This was from a high quality action figure who makes so lifelike action figures, like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones and stuff. Yeah, something like this.
Okay.
And he was on Kickstarter for one of the, or should become Kickstarter. I don't know. It passed by. I can't support Kickstarter, so it just passes by me.
No.
They have no objective that we can discern besides terror and taking prisoners.
Yeah, but then Governor and Astropath, and the Governor, he's a
jerk.
Yeah, I wanted to say something else, but so we get the information that he was the one who pretty much invited the Drukhari, so the former governor gets abducted, assassinated, anything, so that he is going to be the new governor. And the Astropath is, oh yes, we have to call the Angels of Death, we know the rights, and yeah, we just need to do it.
I kind of love this position of everyone towards the angels that are coming, the angels of the Emperor, and everyone is like, yeah, that's nonsense, that's superstition, they don't even exist.
Myths and childish fantasies. There are no angels to save us, fool.
Yeah, it shows how the Imperium, the wider Imperium, sees the Adeptus Astartes as something more mythical, not existence, something that was a common acknowledgement during the Horus Heresy. Oh yeah, they are Astartes, they are everywhere, and now they are most likely more than before, but they are everywhere in the galaxy. Yeah. So a lot of planets just forgot that they exist.
I love this so much. And even though they have a small conversation about sending their children, so the younger boys, to, well, now we know, to the Iron Warriors, so that they are becoming Space Marines. And they're like, oh no, they're not going to help us. They don't even exist. We don't know where we are sending the children to. And I love this so much. But yeah, the Astropath has a feeling of which movie was it? Star Wars: The Force Awakening with Papa Skarsgård in his robes,
We may call upon the angels of death.
or even in A New Hope. I've sadly forgot the name of the actor, the original Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he has his robe and his cowl on his
Hello
head.
there.
This had the vibes of those old men who knows everything. I loved it so much. But yeah, Governor, of course, gets executed. And the commander and sergeant lieutenant lady are mounting the walls. Everyone's getting back. And yeah, well, then help arrives on fiery wings of vengeance.
I love a scene before help arrives. They got under fire. They bring in a ravager, fire on the walls, and one of the guys cowers and cries, "The Emperor protects! The Emperor protects!"
Yes.
He get pulled up. Here, take your gun, fire down, and in the same moment, bam, headshot.
The Emperor protects those who fight for him. Bam,
Yeah.
dead.
The Emperor protects those who fight. Up! Get firing!
I also love that everyone except the main characters has a helmet, so they don't have to animate any mouse movement.
Yeah, but it's practical because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's really hard with facial animations. Even the Archon doesn't have a facial animation, which I kinda like because
Yes, the helmet that I love.
the helmet is amazing.
Games Workshop, bring back the helmet.
Bring back new Archons. Bring back new
Yeah.
Drukhari. But
Yeah.
different topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iron Warriors are
Yeah.
coming.
I just love the
And-
scene. You see first the drop pods, and if you don't know it, you think, oh, it's regular drop pods. And
That's-
then it opens and you see, oh, it's Dreadclaw drop pods. They are only used by Chaos Space Marines at this time of point.
The Emperor's angels.
They came.
I would have loved if this episode had a different name that you don't know that the Iron Warriors are in it, and the realization of people that you would have gone through the same emotions with the Astra Militarum. So, okay, we need help. We send messages for them to help us. Drop pods. And then you see those aren't drop pods.
Yeah,
those are not loyalist Astartes.
Now, the fun part is they don't know that they are not loyalists. So, like I said, this
Yeah,
is all
but we
myth
know
for
that
them.
they are
Yeah,
Chaos
we know,
Marines.
but
and
we know
this
it
is
from
so sad.
we know it from the point when she said, when the sergeant said, "Oh yeah, we should ignore this old myth and listen, and only one part of the message is should use it. We have to look at to the iron within."
Yes,
It
I
is basi-
love
yeah.
this. This is so good.
We must look to the iron within.
I
But
just love it when the first legionary appears and you just see a Drukhari and suddenly a big hand grabs his head, pulls him up, and
and
he's
he's just like,
hitting it.
this
And
is so
then
good.
you see him flying, and next what comes is bam, bolter fire.
And how they are moving. First of all, the Terminator Lord. Oh, I love the Terminator Lord.
He's
And
freaking cool.
He's just standing there, everyone around him with their breacher shields. And they're just like, okay, we're standing here. This is our wall now. And the Drukhari are hiding behind debris. The first one tries to go out a little bit to fire at the Iron Warriors. And he doesn't even have a second. The amount of time he had to do anything was negligible. He was dead before anyone could have blinked. And this is so good. And the Iron Warriors are just like, fire, 2 steps forward. Fire, 2 steps forward. Oh, beautiful. Sorry, I'm still hyped.
No, there's also one part of the scene where they just look around like robots. Like they scan the
yes.
scenery, and you see in the background how more and more Dreadclaw drop pods drop around the base and secure
I
the
haven't
the
seen
upper.
those.
You haven't seen it?
No, I was distracted
They-
with everything else. I
Yeah,
haven't seen the
Yeah,
Dreadclaws.
you see in the background how they drop and how they start to demand the walls upstairs and the perimeters, and it's just cool how they drop behind, and you get a small look upon the commander, how he looks down the balustrade, and it's like, oh, this is amazing! Look at them, how they are running and how they get slaughtered, and
the
in
Xenos
the
are
background-
retreating.
yeah, in the background you see just bam, bam, and then suddenly the realization snaps. At first, a soldier stands before an Iron Warrior, does the Imperial
Oh,
Eagle,
yeah, the poor
and
dude.
just gets a backhand slap that breaks his neck.
Poor dude. The poor dude. I was so sorry for him.
A few others run away, get shot in the back. A few others get killed. Okay, you can say, "Hey, they died because because the Iron Warriors are heretic." No, they died because they
They were
turned their back
weak.
to the enemy. When you fight,
Yeah.
I painted in the last 4 weeks 1,000 points Iron Warriors. So when you are an Iron Warrior or fight with the Iron Warriors, there's only one way you can go: forward. If you
Yes.
run away, you get killed. If you make any big signs, oh here, this is not the Iron Warrior way, you get killed. Always forward, always firing. When you fire and look forward, they will fight alongside you. They
Yes.
don't care. But yeah, they showed weakness, and the Iron Warriors doesn't accept weakness.
Yes, because weakness is a choice.
Yeah.
Okay, then the Astra Militarum are retreating into the throne room. And here we have, first of all, great writing. In the throne room, the whole conversation is great. Because at first I thought, okay, the Drukhari are just there. They are just another enemy. And here they have an agenda. They're doing something. The Archon is giving them the choice. Okay, you can still be a new governor. You can work for us.
I killed him.
Did you? Would you like to take his place?
The best part in this whole throne room situation before the Iron Warriors arrive is the Mandrake.
Nah, it's the Astropath who soils himself.
Yes, but the Mandrake.
Yeah, the Mandrake is just cool. It's
There
just
are-
he's there and then he's gone again, because for the ones who don't know Drukhari lore, Mandrakes are something that you cannot describe. They are like Drukhari, but more shadow-like, and they can appear and disappear within shadows.
This is so beautiful. We have such visuals in, of course, other series, movies, when the camera pans somewhere and the person is gone or anything. And with this, we have when the Archon moves through the picture, he's not moving through the entire picture, just a part, and the Mandrake is behind him. And as soon as the Archon passes the Mandrake is gone.
Useless cattle. Do you even know what you have summoned?
And in any other part, the Mandrake is really just a shadow walking around. And at one point, the commander is, oh yeah, we sent help. The Space Marines are here. And the Archon, go and look. And the Mandrake is gone. A few moments later, the Mandrake is there, whispers something. Ah, you sent for the Iron Warriors, you fool. Love it.
I have to say that the voice from the Archon sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds a bit like like Tsinch or Kyogorak from text-to-speech device. One of the two voice actors was it. I think it was
Could
Tsinch.
be.
I don't
Can't
know.
remember. No,
Yeah,
but it was very familiar. Yes.
yeah. He sounded a bit like Tsinch from text-to-speech
Mm.
device. I should have researched it a bit better. I always wanted to. I always forgot it.
Yeah, I also forgot.
Yeah, he has the perfect voice for
Mm.
you imagine his voice to be melodic, but also to have mischief in it.
Yes.
And not so strong, but for a male character.
Mm.
Nothing so deep, and this is just a perfect voice.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I just love what comes. He's like, oh yeah, the Iron Warriors turned their back on your Emperor. Are you so short-lived that you can't even remember your own past?
Yeah. It's so good.
And you hear explosions in the distance, and suddenly an entire wall collapse, and 3 Iron Warriors from the First Brotherhood march in, start to shoot, and one of the Cabalite warriors jumps on one of the legionaries, rams him a knife in the eye, and this guy just falls over like a dead tree.
Ooh.
And while the Cabalite is on it, he just breaks his neck, takes the knife out of his eye, and back up. Like nothing happened.
I love how you described it really well.
Yeah.
Like a tree stump. This was so good. And the whole fighting scene, everyone already knows I am not a fan of stretched out fighting scenes.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that these fight scenes were short, they were impactful, and the throne room fight with the Archon and everyone else was a little bit longer, but still at the point in which it was fast, stuff happened, people died, and it was just, okay, this is the right amount of action. It is a really good amount of action because, as I've said, people are dying. It's not like in other series or movies where you're just sitting a minute behind debris or anything else, now shooting at your enemy, but nothing happens. And this is Iron Warrior dead, Cabalites dead, Iron Warrior dead, multiple Cabalites dead. And the Archon's energy field.
Oh,
It's so impactful. That when he gets shot and the energy field is protecting him, but he's still moving because the energy field is pushing him a little bit. And the power fist of the Terminator Lord.
I love it.
Everything is so good. It has weight behind it. And again, the sound effects. This reminded me of God of War Ragnarok because there again, the sound studio, it has weight behind it.
Haven't played it.
So good. But still, something is getting hit, either by a bolter, by the Cabalite shuriken cannons,
by laser fire.
Laser fire, yes. The power fist.
I love the power fist.
The power fist is amazing. And yeah, then we have the ending. Commander, Sergeant, Lieutenant Lady are alive. Everyone else is dead, except, of course, the Terminator Lord, because he's amazing.
I just love when he managed to kill the Archon, and you just, it's awesome.
I want that sound effect as when anyone writes me on my phone. And
I wanted
with
a
every
soundboard
message.
I wanted a soundboard of Discord.
Oh yes. But yeah, then he gives them a choice. because weakness is a choice.
Yeah.
Now I understand and I love it. And yeah, then we have
Neil.
the ending. The Astra Militarum, a part of them anyways, are now working for the Iron Warriors because the planet is now theirs. Ooh, and now I'm thinking about it because it's so often that people are saying, oh, how can a company of Space Marines get an entire planet? They're just 100 or anything like this. All those stupid debates on how even 10 Space Marines are able to, well, procure a planet. They're going in, taking out the command. This is ours now. The Iron Warriors did it in 5 minutes.
Well, if you had read the Iron Warrior the Iron Warrior omnibus with Honzu, our favorite half-bred, yeah, you know how easy it is for Iron Warriors to just, oh, we are here and this is now ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just love it, the scene. He stands before them, he holds them, his monologue, oh yeah, here, weakness is a choice, kneel in front of me, commander, okay, good, everything for the people, they must be led. And then he goes to her and says again, kneel, and she just says, I will rather die than kneel. And he said it, weakness is a choice.
So, you shall have the judgment of iron.
It was basically no surprise. He deactivates the energy field from his power fist because he wanted to make this kill personal.
Yeah.
And you see just the walls manned by Iron Warriors. It scrolls down. You see a few heads on pikes, and this is why I say it's ironic, because that's the commander's head is on his pike, and that's why I said it's ironic that he is an action figure.
Now you can do it yourself at home.
Yeah.
For your Halloween decoration.
And then you see just a few guardsmen digging new trenches, and you see how entrenched this entire planet has become. A bit time has, of course, skipped, and you see just the sergeant watching over them, herself being elevated into a higher position because
probably the new commander.
Yeah, because she showed that she has iron within.
Yeah, she already said it.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Iron Warrior Lord has also said it. As he looked at both of them and put back his fist, he said, "Looks like there's still iron on this planet, or something that turned fade to black." And you think the entire time, "Oh no, he killed her," and then, "Oh no, he didn't kill her."
Yep.
And then sunset. The episode is over. Awesome soundtrack at the end, and who didn't got harmed? Astropaths didn't got harmed in the making of this episode.
Yeah, except one.
He got killed by the Mandrake.
Such a good episode.
I love how the Mandrake dies.
In silence.
Yeah, it's pure. He's behind an Iron Warrior, knife at the top, and suddenly looks down.
Yeah.
Iron Warrior has a knife. Just casual while firing a knife. Took a knife and
yeah.
I just love it. This realization when he looks down and just, oh no, I'm dead. And he disappears afterwards. His body disappears.
Just basically the confirmation of that the Mandrakes, whenever they're getting a new kit, the aesthetics will be this.
This
is a small confirmation, I hope. But okay, we talked full spoilers.
Yeah.
We already talked about our thoughts. Okay, final score. It's not a 4, even though it's the Legion number. What are you giving this episode?
From 10 stars, or 10 Iron Warrior skulls.
Yeah.
I would say the animation had some problems. Sound effect was not always my cup of tea. But I love the animation style. I love the how fluid it was at the most important parts. I loved how awesome the models were designed,
Mm.
that you could basically play this with your own models on the table.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and so I give it 9 from 10 stars.
Oh, sounds
But
fair.
I'm also Iron Warriors, and in the last 9 minutes of this episode,
Mm.
which is pure Iron Warriors, is just
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, for me, it's the same. The color palette, that everything is just desaturated. There are no vibrant colors. It's an aesthetic choice, and I love it. It wouldn't have worked with
Awesome.
anything else, because Iron Warriors, it's just that. There are no vibrancies, there are no emotions.
Well,
You just are.
except for the
and-
yellow part.
I don't care about the yellow. You are an Iron Warrior. There is nothing colorful.
The hazard stripes, they are colorful.
Yes,
and they
but they
have
are
them. They
only-
have the hazard stripes.
Just to warn your enemy that you're dangerous.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, but I'm tending to a 9, but still maybe an 8 or 9. I don't know.
8.5.
No, there are no halfsies. There are only absolutes. I'm a Sith in this. I would say an 8, because as much as I loved it, there are a few tiny details that irked me in the animation. And sadly, maybe I'm a little bit too harsh with this. Wasted potential, because this is a problem child of mine, that I want the Warhammer animations to be something more important for the narrative, for the whole of 40k and Age of Sigmar. Of course, episodes should be fun. This is a really fun episode. I really, really loved it. But wasted potential. As much as I love it, I'm still going to rewatch it. I will finish this edit, I will upload it and watch it again, because it's incredible. And an 8 is still a really good score. So, yeah. But just to be fun, I would give it a 4, because it's the Legion number and I love numbers. Okay, but yeah, I'm still happy. I'm still hyped for the episode. And I don't like Iron Warriors because they are the enemy.
Hey.
Yes, but yeah, Brother Perturabo will never forgive me, I know. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. We are keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is fun. If you want to support the channel and you don't know what to say, just write beard within, beard without. Have a great day, friends. Stay fantastic. Stay hydrated. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.